This is the second video podcast for West Indian words and phrases for February 18th, 2011. Hello there, everyone, and today we're going to continue the podcast that was started in December of 2010, talking about West Indian phrases. What are West Indian phrases that are common in Guyanese culture? I talked about this in the last podcast, and hopefully, anyone that watched the video didn't receive comments yet, but make sure to stop by my account page and feel free to give those comments. Would greatly appreciate it. So, first off, talking about West Indian phrases, what do they sound like, and what differentiates them from everyday language? Well, of course, if you're talking about everyday phrases, then you're going to hear things like, how are you? But in Guyanese culture or West Indian culture, the the alternative to that is, how are ya? How are you? Something to that effect. And really interesting West Indian culture because there's so much to talk about and discuss, some of which can't really be discussed in a full podcast in this format on YouTube. But what a great uh, t- time it is to talk about um, West Indian words and phrases, because when you talk about West Indian words and phrases, you know what? I really have some memorable ones that were said to me over the years, and some of which, they aren't really coming to mind right now, but I distinctly remember dress down. And no, we're not talking strip your drawers, because that's not necessarily what Guyanese people mean or what a West Indian means when they say dress down. Dress down basically means that you have to move. But you know what? I was in school one day, and I heard this phrase from somebody who was actually from a Guyanese family, and what a funny time it was to hear that. Also, interesting enough about Guyanese phrases, there's all kinds of different ways that you can tell somebody that they're not supposed to do that. Like, don't do that. You're not supposed to be doing that, or all kinds of things. So you know what? There's always interesting things in West Indian phrases, and a lot of phrases in the Guyanese community and the West Indian community as a whole are abbreviated. That's what I like about it. People just get directly straight to the point with West Indian phrases. So this has been podcast 2. Stay tuned for podcast 3 to come soon on more about West Indian culture and Guyanese culture. Have a good day.